Yo, yo, yo. Wow, wow, wow. Evening. There you go. There you are. There he is. Hello, noob. On YouTube. Welcome. We're gonna play DnD today. Are my players ready? I'm not taking requests. Call a DJ. Okay. Do you guys? Do you guys have your character sheets? I brought the dice. So did you bring your character sheets, guys? You know, mobilize. All right, you guys ready? You've got all your stuff. 1 hot second. Every second is hot with me. A third guy. Trashy. You ready? I will be strongest, okay. Where's the third guy? The guy who writes entire novels as backstory, but then he's late. Yeah, I hope you don't die too. I think there's only the Finger of Death. Or you could cast the Wish spell. And like, wish for him to die. Okay, you're here. Where were you? Are you guys ready now? Okay. Okay, are you guys excited for adventure? Woo! Wah wah wah! Okay, that's what I like to hear. Okay, let's open up the map. Now, last time we played, you didn't survive. We lost our previous heroes. In this tiny village. Last time we played, you all died. Your unfortunate corpses lay in this mountainous, burned down village surrounded by skeletons, which soon you probably will join as the undead. But now, We'll let those heroes rest and concentrate on different heroes. Now, far away from there, far away from the cold and far away from all of that misery, there are richer lands, richer and more prosperous, or calm. You guys traveled a bunch until you actually no, let me rephrase that. This is your homeland. This is the city you come from. It's built on a swamp, and it's the biggest city on the continent. It used to be the capital of a big empire that split in two after a religious schism over the religion of Pixelism. But that was an ancient times, so you don't really care about that. You have more urgent things on your mind, mainly the day-to-day. The two of you became bodyguards of a very mischievous little otter, a bard, an artist, and a noble who didn't want to proclaim his duty and ran away from home. And far away did he go. Many tiles north. You didn't have to escape very far, cause well, you were mischievous along the way. You mislead the pursuers, you know, the bounty hunters. People who would like to take you back home for a big chunk of money. But you did escape. You did escape, and for a while, you thought it's all gonna be okay. Until today. Now, I'm gonna take the camera away from you for a second. Imagine a dark room with a library and a roaring fire in a fireplace. You see a darkened silhouette sitting in a big, expensive chair. The chair is shaking from the weight of the character sitting on it. The chair bends its legs under the weight. The creature talks to another shadowy figure that's like well, it's very hunched over, it's hooded, it looks mischievous. Like a hired killer, perhaps. The big figure speaks to the other character in the dark. It says, "You will bring him to me. You will bring him to me alive. He will not escape you, yes? You're a very famous hunter, I heard. You've got good reviews for my fellow nobleman." The creature in the dark only bows. Huge claws present themselves in the fire, illuminated by it. It says, "It will be done." It looks to its left, and the creature in the chair shows a big portrait of an otter. It's clear that the picture was painted a long time ago, and it's also been cut from a bigger picture, a family portrait, probably. The creature looks at the painting, memorizes it quickly, and then disappears. The big silhouette stands in the dark and drinks from a cup. Satisfied. The escapee will be brought home soon. Back to you guys. So you're in the city. You've spent some time here. You've got a couple gigs. You made some money. Playing music and whatnot. Maybe a little side adventure here and there. Maybe you found a missing postal officer somewhere in the wilderness. Or something like that. Something low level. Something that can't give you a level for a big adventure, but it's an adventure nonetheless. It's the middle of the day. Most of the patrons of the tavern have already are still in the fields working. Nobody came to dinner yet, so it's not busy. The three of you mostly just waited out at this time of day. There's no one to sing to. There's very little patrons in the tavern itself. It's a cozy big building. It's nice. You like it here. If you could, you would stay longer, maybe. But that's for you to decide. Okay, so I'm gonna let you do stuff now. Intro over. What would you guys like to do? You're sitting at a table. You just ate. You're like ready to go. Your day already started. I'll let you fuck around for a bit before the inciting incident. Well, boss, looks like we have to wait for dinner time for an audience. But we should press on and get further away from home. Yeah, alright. Anyone else? You can do anything. You can go ask about rumors, you can go, I don't know, shopping, you can go look around, you can talk. And action. Hey to Nebris Agency, we're playing DnD. Hey, I'm gay. Okay. Would you like to ask someone in particular, like I don't know, a city guard or the tavern skipper, or just anyone? If you can imagine some cool character, I can weasel it in. Look at the bartender. The bartender is gonna be. Yeah, I'll go find a contract. And something far from town, the better. Okay. I'm gonna keep you together, just for simplicity's sake. All of you walk up to the bartender. Oh, no, actually, scratch that. The bartender comes to you. He's like, slow day. You see a old wolf. He's a grey muzzle, so to say. And he does have a grey muzzle. Grey, white, salt and pepper beard. He seems to be locked into being a tavern skipper. Asterisk, I guess. It would be... You could make it more on the nose, though. You could make him... What was the druid from Asterix and Obelix named again? Pantophonix? You could name him that. You could just make him into an animal. And would be, you know... Okay, Hello, Mr. Bantener, how are you this fine day? Sir, may I ask about the dangers on the road? Will be asking any rumors or such. Yes, you did. You absolutely did. The northwest. Yeah. Nasty road. Leads to the mountains. It's better to go... straight north. Yes, you have to pass the desert. But then there's a long, nice walk from the forest. Although, north from here, I heard there's lizardmen. I heard there's lizardmen on the road. And Psycho, your character, knows who those are. Your tribe makes deals with them. They serve giants. Also, you might have a lot of work to do soon. Actually, I was thinking about opening a bottle of champagne just to celebrate the fact. Intrigued? Lizardman, curious. Ooh, Lizardman. Met at a few in the... Hopefully won't be a problem. Oh, but there will be a problem. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. They're dangerous. They started attacking caravans again. That usually means that there's some kind of trouble in the mountains, but... You know, it all trickles down. Yeah, so anyway... Yeah, so... I think we're gonna get together for a little celebration tonight. Are you guys gonna join us? I'm gonna serve champagne on the house. Oh yeah, I would like to make a GM note. Since we're playing as animals, it would be weird to, I don't know, play a horse guy who rides a horse. So let's just, if you need an animal, like for example you have a mule, well that's a mule lizard. It's a fantastical creature that doesn't exist. Okay, just for my sake. Like it was in like in Usagi Yojimbo, you know? All animals were substituted by like a lizard thingy. Yeah, yeah. So party. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate because you see, this big rich woman's coming. Yeah, just whatever beast you need, add lizard at the end. So, I don't know, you wanna hunt bunnies, you're gonna hunt bunny lizards. Just a quick fix, you know? Yeah, so as I was saying, a baroness is coming. Like a bunny and a lizard. Okay, you know what? Resilience, you're not doing anything. So I'm gonna, like... So I'm gonna give you something to react to. Well, it's just really a 12-mile stretch. What's once on that road? Hold on, I'm reading. Or there's a Academy of Magic along the way. I guess you could technically ask for water there, but if you'd be patient and go, I guess 2 or 3 days north, there's like a small castle along the way. You could restock there. I'm just sitting and listening closely to the conversation by tuning my violin. Okay, that's good. You're sitting there, you're turning your violin, you're tuning it, you're taking care of it, and then your eye wanders somewhere in the background, and you can see that there's a city guard who walks into the tavern. He walks close to the notice board and just slams some papers over there. Just starts attaching them like crazy. A couple of them. Couldn't help yourself, so you walk over. You look, and you see. Now, let's see. Do you really see? Okay, you do. You passed a perception check. It wasn't hard. So you passed a perception check. You look at the notice board, and you see that the piece of paper that the guard just attached to the board are wanted posters. What's worse, they are wanted posters of you and your 2 wolf bodyguards. Uh-oh. Luckily for you, the pictures depicting you and your bodyguards are kind of off, so the guard doesn't immediately see that it's you that he just posted on the notice board, and he just leaves you, not noticing you're there. You are left standing before your own wanted poster, staring back at it. You're safe, but for how long? Okay, finishes dialogue. Barkeep, 3 days on the castle. It does look ugly in this picture. They gave you a big nasty scar that you don't really have. Also, the color of your fur is wrong. They made you dark brown. Also, the barbarian got like extra barbarism in the drawing. He has like scalps hanging from his belt, and he's unwashed. They even added stink lines. Hmm. A hefty sum is under your names. 2,000 gold. Who could afford such a sum? What do you do? I am serious. You scream at the poster. The poster is unbothered. Still claims that you are worth 2,000 gold pieces. It clearly states alive. More? Dude, 2,000 bucks? That's a huge sum of money. Huge, humongous. Outstandingly big. Gargantuan even. Yeah, it must have been a big fan. A big fan. Somebody really wants your ass. But only the author is signified as being wanted alive. The two of you? Not necessarily. You can read that from the context. In the background, you can see that people slowly are pouring in. The more eyes on you, the more people might... the more of a chance that people might recognize you from the poster. And when do you go? Where do you go, guys? What do you do? Didn't you comment on the poster? I think you know. Let's assume you know what they know. Jesus Christ. Don't complicate things. We don't need that. You're all on the same page. You understand the situation perfectly. Let's get this mission done so I can probably get paid. Who's Douglas? Which one's Douglas? Oh, okay. And now what? You guys could technically get a job that needs you to go north. Kill two birds with one stone, I guess. So you're going north, but you're just... Are you guys under the impression you have a quest north? Because I don't think you do. Okay. No, the tavern keeper, like a good tavern keeper should, told you about the dangers of the road. He told you that up north there are dangerous lizard men walking about. But he didn't tell you to kill them. He just warned you that if you're going that way, better watch out. That's what a tavern keeper should do, warn travelers. But I guess, if you asked around, maybe there is a bounty for them. Maybe the local mayor gives money for scalps or something. To make the roads safer. You can try and ask. Or you can... yeah, you can... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just speed this along. Somebody... As you go out of the tavern, talking about needing a job to go north, you hear a voice bidding you just outside. Excuse me, did you say you need to go north? Should we go to the Adventure Guild? I should mind having something to do. That's not gonna be necessary. I've got a job for you right here. You see... let's see what he could be. He's gonna be a raccoon. You see a short raccoon. He's wearing a cloak and like a... he has a cloak, a hood, He looks kind of shady, I have to say. He looks kind of shady. You can hear, you can see that on his neck there's a big medallion that's covered by his shirt. On a big heavy chain. He is armed, but sneakily, with knives and daggers. He could be just an ordinary citizen wanting to, you know, protect himself, but you're not so sure though. Yeah, we are who... Yeah, we are. Who are you and what job do you want to give us? Ah, that's good to hear. Okay. Follow me. This isn't a good place to talk, he says. Then he waves at you to follow. Let's assume you follow him. Okay, so you meet up behind a burned down home. A bit outside town. Yeah, so you meet in that burned down house. That comment was sarcastic because it doesn't look comfortable at all. It doesn't have any furniture that's not charred to the bone. Anyway, checking if you're not being followed, he says, okay, I have a very simple job for you. Free. I've checked your equipment, so to say, and I see you have a wagon. That's excellent. I need a box transported from point A to point B, far up north. He brings out a map. And he shows you... Hold on. Hold on. Okay, now back here. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, wait, maybe... No. Hold on. This isn't that easy as it looks. Interact. Now go up. Ah, okay. So this is the distance you have to walk, right? From here to here. You can see that there's a big chunk of land, and the tavern skipper spoke true. There's a long way. Oh, excellent. That's good to hear. I'm looking for professionals after all, says the mysterious raccoon. There's only one caveat, okay? You do not open the box. And I cannot stress this enough. You do not open the box until you get it to its destination. Would that be a problem? That's not for you to know. You simply take it from A to B. It's a simple, simple quest. Take it or leave it. I can reward you well. Okay, that's a reason to move, I guess. Okay, he points at the floor and says, help me get this out. Soon, you are all removing floorboards to uncover a big hole dug underneath the burned down house. Inside, you can see a big and long box. It's made of a weird petrified wood. It's long, almost man-shaped, you could say. The lid that holds the box closed is tied up very, very strongly with a whole bunch of rope and chain. The box itself seems to be I'm sure this is not something criminal. You ask him if there's a femboy in the box. He says, if there is a femboy in the box, you leave it alone. Now help me get it out. Okay, so I guess you have to figure out how to get it out of that hole. How would you like to do that? Your employer clearly doesn't want to do it himself. It's too heavy and too big. You see, the box has the box is tightly bound, so you can use the rope to pull it out, I guess. Okay, I grab one of the side to pull it out. I yell to the other big guy to help me pull it out. Okay, I said to the dragon. Yeah, sure, YouTube, sure. Okay, let's see. Did you? Oh, sorry, the dragon eats you. Fine, Flembe, let's lift this and get it to the wagon. Boss wants to take this mission. Okay, which one of you has higher athletics? We're gonna make a roll. But we're gonna make one roll with advantage, because there's two of you. So who of you has the higher one? +6. Well, the barbarian leads the way then. Just a reminder, if to roll for an ability, you have to check do you have it. If you have a check mark next to the ability's name, you add your proficiency bonus to your statistic that, you know, determines the roll. In this case, strength. So it's strength plus your proficiency bonus. That's your roll. So who has the higher one? Who takes the lead? And who helps? Okay, you have both like 5 plus 5 plus 6. Let's just roll then. And throw. Okay, so we choose 13 because that's the higher number. With a plus 5 or 6, that's above 20. So you guys make it. It was a hard job. Took you an hour. Actually more than an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. Oh, let's face it, sarcophagus was heavy as shit. It's made of stone and petrified wood, which is less light than normal wood. It was a workout. It was. If you guys would fail, you would get exhaustion. But you succeeded, and you did it well, and you did it fast. And that's good. You know why? Because outside, there's a lot of noise while you do that. You can hear people gathering and walking and screaming. Not the dangerous kind, the cheerful kind. Your employer looks at your handiwork and says, okay, good. He walks to the bard, who he assumes is the boss, because he has the best clothes. That's how it works, sorry. And he hands you a glaive. It's a piece of wood carved to be a type of seal. Yes, it does seem so. The party is starting. Write the glaive, mysterious glaive in your inventory. It's an important item. So remember you have it. Your employer says, if you show this in the city to my contact who will wait for you. If you give this to my contact, he will pay you. We pay in gems. Not in money, gems. I hope that's fine. Oh. Party first, work later. Interesting. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I always said about gems. I'm glad to hear it. Either way, you should have a nice nest egg for later. So to iterate, you take it up north to the city Makan that I showed you on the map. You do not open the box, and you bring the box in one piece. That's all I ask. Do this and the riches are yours. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being paid in gold coins. That would be kinda cool. Yes, exactly. Don't open the SAS box. I'm happy to hear you guys are smart after all. Yeah. Nothing wrong can go. Nothing can go wrong. Yeah. Okay, fellas. Transport the box. Well, it's good you whispered, because the employer didn't hear you and left. He quickly melted with the shadows, like he was never here. He kinda left like Batman. He was there and then he wasn't. So... Okay, boys, let's carry this box over to the wagon. That's an idea. Okay, you know what? Let's roll with that. You guys rolled over 20. So let's assume you lifted the box. You went outside, you carried the box to your cart and you place it on the cart. It's not gonna be as comfortable as it was. It almost takes all the space. You don't have a big cart. Nonetheless, the job is done. Can you not see the pumped iron? Oh my, what he could mean. Okay, anyway, as you yap along around the sarcophagus that landed on your vehicle, you see that the tavern's keeper is bringing out all the shebang. The tavern is being adorned with magically filled balloons, and confetti is flying from a magical device that spreads confetti. You see a band assembling. Somebody is getting a big, big hello from the city. Hooray! Scream children running next to you. A whole group of them. Hooray! The Baroness! Hooray! Mom says we're gonna make a ton of money. Sir Matthew, I think, should head to the corner hearth and step into the gathering of musicians over there. Try to make some extra coin. Okay. Would you like to roll intimidation? You would, wouldn't you? Okay, let's just roll. Well, it's lucky that you did it as a joke. A +3. That's a 10. Okay, I guess that's enough to scare children. How would you like to scare them? Could you describe it for us? Okay, you screamed at the kids. They ran away, waving their hands and screaming like they're about to get murdered. Nobody pays attention, but you get a laugh. They all ran in different directions. It was pretty funny. This ridiculous display gives you inspiration. You like being a big bad wolf. And why not? Give yourself an inspiration point. Yeah, you poor little otter, squished between such big, strong men. Wolfmen, awoo. And bad to the bone. He says, okay, okay, you guys aren't doing anything, and when you're doing nothing, the world spins still. So I guess this happens. You guys stand around, fuck around, and then you see that the apogeum of the event just reached your city. From the entrance, from the south, you see a big gathering of people. Yeah, a big gathering of people. What do you call a group of people that walks to a place? Not a pilgrimage. A procession, yeah. You see a procession. A big procession. There's people at the front with sticks who shoo off the beggars and the peasants that gather. They wave them around as if to hit the gathering villagers that try to say hello or maybe ask for a coin. Behind them, you see rows of young girls clearly being paid to spread flower petals in front of the procession. Behind them, you see big fat bodyguards. They are all... what could they be? Bison. They are all bison that tower over the crowd that gathers to have a peek at the noble who just came to the city. Behind the big, strong, muscly, strong... what were they? What they say they were? Bison. Who are clearly some kind of warriors. There's Lectica. But it's not an ordinary Lectica. Okay. Two completely different reactions to the same event. I like that. Okay, so the Lectica is very big. It has to be carried by 8 people. On it, there's a type of throne, you would say. The throne has a shade-making umbrella over it, very big. And it has to be very big to give shade to the very big person that's underneath. It must be an elephant. It must be. You look. And yet, it's not an elephant. It's the biggest bunny you ever seen. It's humongous. It's big. It's gargantuan. It's fat. And it's rich. It's big and pink. Its fur is like milkish pink. It has a big fat belly and big fat tits. Also, you can see a very elaborate hairdress and hairdo that would cost a lot of money. It's ornamented with many gemstones and precious metals. You can see that the characters' clothes are so big and so opulent. The fabric is being destroyed by being dragged behind the Lectica. It has a big cloak made entirely of expensive furs and pigments, and it's being dragged in the mud like it's nothing. Yeah. And also important details, aren't they, Mr. Otter? Wow. Yeah. What a waste of fabric. Well, maybe you think so, but the locals are so impressed. People risking limb and their good health just to touch the humongous creature. Okay, I cannot stall any longer. Mr. Resilience, you know who that is? Do you know who that is? You never seen the spouse that you've been promised. But you heard stories. You heard about the girth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It all's getting all coming together, huh? Yeah, you're a smart little otter, aren't you? You figured it out. She came to find you. You ran away from the altar. Well, she doesn't take a no for an answer. She's the Baroness. Baroness Butika Bunny. The biggest bunny in the land. The richest bunny in the land. The most powerful person in the county. I just remembered something. I imagine that was very mumbled and like shy. Like, I just remembered something. Did you just remember you left the oven on the way far north? Oops, I just forgot I needed to make start my life over in a different place. I just remembered. Hey guys, says the otter shyly. Okay. Okay. You weren't far from your wagon, so I guess you just got on and went. Now, you started to go north. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna roll a die for no reason at all. Ooh. Okay, what's going on? Yep, well then let's go. We can bring some alcohol, please. I like the fizziness. Alright, let's grab our lizard and head to the north then. Sleep out before we're seen. Okay. But are you really gonna risk it? that a guard is gonna recognize you from the poster just to get some alcohol? If the answer is yes, then you must make a stealth check, don't you? Okay, Psycho. How much stealth do you have? You naughty boy. +1. Oh, buddy. You lucky bitch. Okay, 16. Okay, so... okay, you pass. You're a lucky motherfucker. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna weave that into the story. You're a lucky motherfucker. You're not the sneaking type. You're a proud warrior type. It was against your nature to sneak, and yet you managed. You started going to the pub. You went in. You bought your let's not to slow down the game. Let's assume that the wine you're gonna buy is gonna be part of your resources that you already have. You know, like, but it's a part of your rations. You were lucky. The city guard is occupied with the Baroness and her safety. They don't see you. And petty thieves come out when rich people arrive. So, you know, they were busy catching a thief. And you come back safely. Damn. Cooked? No, spit roasted. Man, I wish I had some rum. Okay. Rum and coke. A good mix, good mix. Although I think my favorite drink is a mojito. I don't know, they just taste like vacation. Well, at least I have a vanilla float Dr. Pepper here. So that's always nice. Margarita, margarita. I don't remember what that is. Do they serve that at hotels? Nah, never mind that. You guys are outside of the city. You move from... from here to here. You move outside the city and you traveled alongside. Well, you can go 2 tiles a day without forcing your march. So yeah, and I'm gonna show you what's around. Because you moved some, you know. You moved some. You have a field of view, you know? Okay. You traveled the entire day, and now it's night. Again. You are in a desert now. The little house? Let me check. It's not a house. In the far... Okay, so you traveled the whole day, now it's night. You made a stop 1, 2 here. Okay. Because you have to sleep someday. And your lizard mule has to rest too. He had a hard journey, you know? Actually, let's see how your mule is doing, because he needs to roll a athletics check. He worked really hard. A whole sarcophagus and you guys to be carried all day. Oh. Oh, no. Your lizard is really exhausted. Oh man, you guys have a problem on your hands. You overworked him. You didn't count the fact that he's gonna have to push the wagon on sand all day. Well, the ass slap doesn't really help, does it? You slapped the donkeyzard, but it didn't help. Yeah, in the heat. Yes, you can give him water. You have to give him water. In fact, the donkey eats your rations. You have to feed him. And has to feed every day. So there's the 3 of you and the donkey. So you lose 4 rations today. You have 10 days of feed, okay. So you have to lose 1. And I guess you could feed him additional food to make him feel better. If you gave me, for example, 2 rations. Then I'm gonna re-roll this 1 you rolled, and maybe the donkey's gonna get better. How about that? Okay. He should have, because he has a traveler's pack in his inventory, so he should have rations. I remember he has rations, yes. Either way, keep track of the rations. If you run out, you have to tell me. It's only fair. Okay, let's see how well you did with the helping the donkey. Goddamn. Okay, he just needed extra food. Okay. You think the donkey's gonna be fine? The donkeyzard. It looks much happier now when it ate. Okay. You made camp next to your wagon near the road on the desert. You see a purple sky above you. Very little clouds. The dunes hiss as the wind blows them over, ever east. There's sand everywhere. Even though you're on a paved road, you still shovel in sand all day. You have sand in your navels, you have sand in your ears, and you have sand in your shoes. Everywhere, sand. You are hot. And now, it's gonna get cold, really cold. You start a fire, and you're ready to sleep. And let you roleplay for a second, and then tell me what you wanna do. The four-legged, hooved lizard creature you speak to makes gargling sounds of pleasure and letting you know it likes how you treat it. It goes like a gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. It lets you pet it. Okay, you hug the lizard creature. It surprisingly likes it. It smiles its lizard face at you. It has huge eyes, like a snail. You know, an eye on an eye stalk. The eye stalk elongates to have a good view at you. The creature will remember your good treatment. Beware. Okay, so outside of just camping, and I think it's about time to have you and Flambe turn in too. I take the first watch out here. Okay, sure. Unless someone's gonna protest, maybe. Your barbarian friend apparently has strange customs from where he comes from. But I like it. It fleshes out the world a bit. That's fine, Flambe, but I prefer to keep my fur clean. Okay, yeah, organize yourselves. So, sure, sure. I shouldn't trim in, but he's right. Desert sand is completely clean. It's it really is clean. You can wipe your ass with it. Like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yep, JoJo reference. Why not? Why not? It's my show. I can reference whatever I want. And I like JoJo. Not all of it, but most of it. Okay then. Let's see how well you pay watch, though. Yeah, but the single... What? Yeah, but the singe to fur is not really my thing. Okay. Give me a snow bath. Any day. If you can't agree who takes the first watch, you can just... Who takes the second and third watch, you can just claim the first, and then the one who takes the first watch will decide who he wakes up next. That's how we do it, usually. It's a system. Okay, guys, big decision now. Who takes the first watch? Okay, whose character is Douglas? I have to write your guys' names to remember. It's kind of confusing because I don't know your real names. You know, I have a pseudonym and a pseudonym. Because I have a pseudonym and a character name. It's kinda weird, kinda counterintuitive. Okay, so Sir Trashy is Matthew. Like the apostle. Okay. And the bard is... What was his name again? Ah, Flambe. Am I saying that right? Flambe? Or is it flambe like the dish? Okay. So that's Douglas, okay. Matthew the author. No, okay. Wait. Now I confused myself. Douglas the wolf fighter, you're... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Doug, Flambe, and Matthew. Why is this so hard? Now, Douglas the wolf fighter, that's trashy. Flambe is psycho. Okay. Okay, let's roll. Let's see how well you take. How well you not fall asleep while taking watch. Okay. So perception roll. Okay. Okay, Sir Trashy, you're... So Doug takes the first watch. You can see the firmament spin around you. You can see the firmament spin around you as the time flies by. You watch the fire, you make sure it doesn't go out. You look around. A few times you got a bit scared when some noises in the night kind of spooked you. It wasn't alarming enough to wake up your fellow compatriots, but it was alarming. But you think it's just some desert animals. You know, noises you don't really hear normally. You don't live here. Okay, your watch goes by safely. Whatever it was, the noise, you scared it off with your attentiveness. Perception. You're rolling perception. Okay. Okay, you woke him up. Now it's your turn. Ah! Almost a 20. But it's a 8 instead. With the +2 you already have. Well, shit, that's not very high, is it, Psycho? I guess you're gonna get fucked with. Okay, so you have the worst one, the most annoying watch to take, because you have to finish your slumber in the middle of the night to look and listen and be attentive. Your body, all what it wanted was sleep. You couldn't think, you couldn't watch. You fell asleep many times. Luckily, nothing happened. Or so you think. You wake up your employer to finish your shift and go back to sleep. It was so hard staying awake. Well, Rezi. It's Matthew's time. Then you roll a pure intelligence, I think. Right? Am I saying it right? It's just gonna be is it a intelligence roll? I don't really remember. It's either that or wisdom. Okay, wisdom roll. You are not wise. That's a 1. Now, it's D&D tradition that when somebody rolls a 1, you make the GM happy. So, Mr. Richpants here fails so miserably. He fails so miserably that you wake up in the morning. Yeah, you wake up in the morning. In fact, you're not the one who wakes you up. Nah, it's your bodyguards that wake you up. You overslept so much that you lost a couple of hours of daylight. Only the scourging sun made you awake. You can only make one... yeah, you lost so much time that you're gonna make only one movement on the map today. Not only that, as you guys start to collect yourself for the journey ahead, you notice that your bags have been opened with teeth and claw. Let's say... Okay. 6. Yeah, you check what's wrong. You check what's missing. And you see that all of your bags have been went through. Something chewed a big hole in each of your backpacks and ate the food inside. In total, you lose 6 rations. Amongst all of you. No, that's a sum of all of you. So, between the 3 of you, you lost 3 rations. 6 rations. From the total sum of your rations that you all have. You don't know what took it. It was some kind of animal, probably. Well, after that disaster, I guess you should keep going, huh? It is animal food. I guess that would be fair. Okay, I'm gonna roll for it. Let's say you have a 30% chance they did. And if they did, they're gonna eat a d6 of its supplies. Or d8, so no. No, they haven't. The donkey food is secure. Yo, teeth to eat. Your own. Okay. Okay. So, you keep traveling. Oh, you asked about... this point on the map. Now that it's day, you can see that amongst the dunes, you can see towers, magical towers, a little city made of towers in the middle of the desert. It gleams with white stone and golden domes. It looks untouched and pristine. Could even say that it looks unworldly. Yeah. It's far away, and if you would try to reach it, it would be very problematic because it's in the middle of a desert. And apparently the barbarian hates it. Yeah, it kinda offends your senses, it's very bright. Okay, but anyway, you wanted to travel north. Okay, just go past it, and it's ugly. So I guess you're not interested in it. Okay, cool. So from here to here, your landscape becomes much more relaxed now. You see a big forest. A big forest and some mountains in the distance. I think it's fair, because you can see far away. So I showed you the mountains because you would see them, you know? They dominate the landscape after all. Let's skip it for now and double back and blah blah blah. Okay, okay. Well, you managed to go up to here because of the failure of this day. You slept too much. You lost some rations and you're kinda behind on your traveling. But it's night again. Technically, you could travel at night. But that's dangerous, don't you think? Risky, but maybe worth it. Okay. Danger, nope. It's fine, that's fine. Okay. Sir, we could travel on if you wish. It's just I don't think we have a lantern amongst us to use to travel with. Please, rich dude, can we travel? Oh, candles? No, dude. Oh, thanks for the pat. Candles won't do the trick, man. They give too little light. You can't travel in candlelight. They are handy if you need to read a piece of paper in the dark, but to light a donkey lizard's way, that's not enough. Camp it is, okay. So it's night again. Let me hide the map really quick. Yeah, we can see the forest now. How climatic. Okay. You're kinda tired now. First you were very cold, then you were very hot. Now you're damp again. You went through all the motions. Your shoes are wet, you need rest. This time you're taking lead watch. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, okay. You guys keep talking. Agree on something. Well, hopefully no spooky things happen. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. God, I hope nothing spooky happens to you at night. Okay, you take first watch. We repeat the process again. You know what? You rolled a 3, but you are well rested because you overslept the day before, so I guess you can get an advantage. So I'm gonna roll again. You're gonna choose the higher result. 12. This time 12. I kinda moved the story along. Yeah, okay. Okay, we are synchronized again. Okay, so you took first watch. This time, well rested and ready to not fail. And you did. Maybe in a sense you regained your honor that you lost last watch. Many disturbances this night. Many. In fact, you find something. You... Yeah, let's go with that. When you were not sleeping that night, you looked around and you didn't see anything, but you heard a twig snap somewhere in the distance. You are surrounded by forest. You took a... you took one of the burning pieces of wood from the fireplace. And... Fireplace? Campfire? Campfire. And you went to investigate. You didn't find any assailant or a ravenous animal ready to kill you. Rather something peculiar. On a nearby tree, you find a wooden idol. A type of stick figure, in a very literal sense. It has a stick muzzle, a stick tail, 2 stick hands, and 2 stick legs. It's made of twig and twine. And it looks kind of ominous. Especially taking its mysterious origin into consideration. It's kind of sticky. This looks like black magic. Not good. Well, if it was day, maybe you wouldn't care as much. But since you're alone at night, don't trust this. Yeah, you shouldn't. So what do you do, Sir Resilience? What does Matthew do? Okay. Okay. You take it, you rip it out from the tree, from the tree's grasp. You go back to the campfire and you throw it into the inferno. You throw it in, and you see it being engulfed in flames. The fire starts consuming the doll, which starts screaming. It starts ravishing. It starts screaming and shoveling in the fire, flailing its little hands and feet. It screams, but only in a silent, doll-like manner. Like a mime, but its movements are full of agony. It burns, and it burns well. The creature tries to save itself from the fire and starts thrashing around inside the burning sticks. Soon you see it topple your little construction that's on fire, and it starts running while still in flame towards, let's see, towards whom? Towards Psycho's character. He's running straight at him, burning, and you see that it's climbing onto his sleeping bag. What do you do? Your companions are asleep and not aware of the danger. Tick-tack, Mr. Matthew. Time flies when you're in danger. You should make a decision quick. Now, I don't want to make you make a hasty decision, but I will. Okay. Are you trying to be silent as you do that, so that your friends don't wake up? Or do you not care at this point? To suffocate the fire. Okay, I understand your intent. Yes? Okay. If so, you're getting a disadvantage, because you made it harder for yourself. Throw. 20 and a 2. It's too bad you have disadvantage, because now you rolled a 2. You tried catching the creature, which, well, you know, it doesn't want to be caught, and it doesn't want to be on fire, and yet it is, so it struggles. And it's surprisingly fast. The stick figure runs around, escapes your paws as you try to catch it. In the end, it doesn't reach your friend, it doesn't set them on fire, but you make a lot of noise. Everybody wakes up. And you wake up to see that the little stick figure makes a few serpentines on the ground near the campsite and then runs into the forest, screaming on fire, silently screaming on fire. You don't know what it was, but you see your employer standing there, kind of baffled and on alert. The fuck was that? Asks the barbarian. What do you tell him? What was that sound? That's probably one of the worst things you can hear someone say if you're waking up in the middle of the night. I was suspicious that it could be dark magic. Stick doll? Hey Psycho, would you like to roll history? Your character could know something about the dolls. You don't believe him. No, please, it's a -1. You might gain something from it, though. All you need is to roll a 10. Okay, let's see if you know this. So 11 in total. You do know that. Okay, so Psycho, you know what this doll is. It's a type of magical fetish that the lizard men make. They are type of guardians. The lore of your people tells stories of such dolls being made by magicians to warn a party about approaching danger. Those kind of dolls ran to their master to tell them about what they saw, if they saw something interesting. They are tattletale dolls. Okay. I'm going... Okay, so you want to... Wait, Flambe, why are you turning pale? That's kind of cool. Unlocked a new skin color? What are you talking about, Psycho? Oh, I get it. Okay. Okay. Lol. You ask them that and then look into the dark. It seems that anything can be possible. Your imagination is running wild right now. Yeah. This new info shines light on the danger you are in. Perhaps one should take some precaution tonight. Whoever made those dolls is alert to your presence. Ooh. You're getting rid of the fire. Spooky. Won't you be cold? Maybe two will be better than one. Who knows? Okay, from what I can gather, you won't freeze tonight. Because you have like blankets and tents and stuff. But it's gonna be harder without the fire. Fair question. Because we're gonna be stabbed tonight. That's cool. Okay, okay. I see a plan forming. Oh, you know what? You guys plan away, and I'm gonna be away from keyboard for a short second. You guys keep role playing, keep making plans, okay? Rego Pixel. Ah, you saw it. You saw my new animation. Haha. So we stay and go, double bugging. Okay, so what's the consensus here? What's the plan? Can somebody summarize? No, don't tell me to read chat, just do a TLDR for me. Okay, okay. Okay, so to reiterate, you keep watch in twos, so that would be an advantage because you have two pair of eyes instead of one, but you put the fire out. If you put the fire out, you have no light. Without light, it's hard to keep watch, so that's a disadvantage. So all in all, you have a normal roll because the advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out. That's how the system works. Okay. So I'm gonna just roll for your looking out for yourself. No, you did well. Okay. 17 and up, so... He didn't come back yet? Okay, I'm just gonna push this along. You reach morning alive. There was something waiting for you in the dark, for sure. You heard footsteps. But between you and the barbarian, you managed to not let the attack go, you know? In the morning, you find footsteps around the campsite. They are three-pointed and clawy. Lizard man, clearly. They were checking out who you are, maybe what you have, planning to strike. If not for your extra efforts this night, you would be attacked. But I guess you live to fight another day. You pack up and you move north. Let's wait for Psycho. Because I want to do something, but I need all of you present, so... How are you guys enjoying the session so far? Is it fun? Oh, Foresty Fairy Fox, hey man. Welcome to the chat. We're playing DnD today. You should feel wary. You were observed, analyzed. Somebody looked for weak points. You might even say you I got pats. What's this? Yes, yeah, Pixel is absolutely fun, and this is actually really fun. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm doing my best. You never seen a D&D session run by a cartoon fox? Well, what are you, new? Well, I can recap the session in a few sentences. If you feel so inclined. But I think we should ask our new friend, does he even know what that is? Because not everybody knows what a DnD is. My parents wants me to go peel potatoes. Well, okay, you know what? It's gonna be more interesting if I do it. My players, I have 3 of them, are a barbarian wolf, a fighter guardian kind of wolf, a ex-soldier, and an otter bard. The bard is their employer, and they agreed to transport a sarcophagus without opening it from south to north, from city to city, from a shady guy. Okay, well, come back soon, Psycho. Yeah. I literally gave them a mystery box. Yeah. Yeah, the shady guy promised them gems instead of coin. How shady. How theater-like. Man, it's too bad Psycho went, because I wanted to start a fight. But I need all my players to do that. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, cool, cool. Well, you know, it's D&D. The fights are the, you know, the part of the fun. I won't ruin it. I planned it ahead and stuff. It just, you know, I can't really do that if Psycho's not here. Oh, cool, cool. Man, I had so much fun playing D&D with my friends. We we played from level, I think, 5 to 20. It was awesome. We played in Planescape setting. You know Planescape? It's really cool. It's about this multiverse. It's like you can go to the Seven Hells and Mount Celestia. Like you can visit all of the realms that are only for the dead in D&D. You know, they kind of, to make Planescape, the authors like gathered all of that lore and made it traversable. It's so cool. My players ended on level 20 and they were guests on Mount Olympus. And you know, like they met all the gods, like all of them. We spent all day, a whole weekend, just talking to different mythological creatures. And then they had a big fight in an arena, and that was the end of the campaign. It was so fun. Man, we started at 1. We are now we are 7. It took us 3.5 years to make that campaign. Isn't that insane? 3.5 years. That's a degree. Oh, it was so fun. They fought demons and made deals with devils. It was so fantastic. Once a week. We played once a week. Unfortunately, we're not teenagers anymore. We can't play more often than that, and it's a hassle to make that happen, you know. Well, you know what? I cherish the time I have with my friends. It's a real treasure, you know, to be able to play like that. We are lucky if we get in 1 week per month. Wow, that's not too not too often. Not too often. Hard to make a story out of that, you know. It's the most fun when you play D&D like the same characters for a long time, and then like all the players at the table know what that character would do in any given situation, you know. Like my one of my players like played a necromancer, and that necromancer would like he made a point of honor to sleep with every sexy princess in the game. Just like that. And we rolled with it. We let him. He even fucked with the goddess Lamashtu at one point. She was so huge, he literally went inside of her. He also slept with Hades's daughter. That was fun. And you know, it's really fun when the party is like so into the characters that you see a big booba lady and everybody's like, oh, Abacus is gonna fuck that, you know. A necromancer, that's something I want to try one day, but a spinned version of one. Not an army having one, but one that would raise the dead in a city for revenge on what killed them, so they can pass on without regret. I guess that could be a cool character, a bit edgy, but cool. Yeah. The party I had back then was an interesting bunch. We had a party made of a cursed individual who was playing a swarm of rabbits, a necromancer, and a robot. It was so fun. In the end, the robot took revenge on its creators and destroyed the civilization that made him sentient. In revenge for sentience. Man, we played so long, it got deep. Yeah, we had like weird topics at that time. There was like a theme of fatherhood and motherhood and meeting your creator. Like the necromancer had like the robot met his creator and he was an asshole, a inventor Elon Musk type guy, and he hated them instantly, so he decided to destroy his creator. Meanwhile, the the necromancer had an issue with his mother. It turned out that he was born like a fiefling, because his mother was barren and she agreed to fuck a devil to give birth to him. And then that mother died, and he felt sorry for her, so they went to hell to get her soul back. It was so cool. Speaking about edgy, I'm playing Kitsune race, fox-like creature. I know what a kitsune is. Who do you think you're talking to? Brother, I know all the foxes. I know Renard the fox. I know Aesop's fox. I know all the foxes, dude. Who don't know about her own roots. She grew up in an orphanage amongst humans who are so racist about other species, so you can imagine how they treated her. Rogue, of course. Yeah, foxes make cool rogues. Foxes are cool in general, you know. They're just so cool and so cute, and have boopable noses and patable heads. I love them so much. The only thing I love more is bunnies. Bunnies with foxes, so yeah. Man, Psycho must have like speaking of the devil, Psycho must have an army amount of potatoes to peel. It's still not here. So I guess your character's character arc is about finding out who he is, huh? A kitsune would be a fun character to play in a setting that revolves around one city. Then you could turn your character to that angle of like a Japanese kitsune, you know, monster angle. You could have like a husband that you're tricking into thinking that you're a woman, and go onto adventures as a fox in the night with your friends. That would be a fun character to play. And to make it extra funny, I would make a cross-dresser, you know? I would be a male kitsune that pretends to be a wife of some rich guy. Also, if you would do that in accordance to, like, kitsune lore, then you would have to be a perfect wife, a really good one. Like a really good one. He's back. Okay, fantastic. Because I want to hurt you. I mean, I want to play. Hey, you weren't that long away. We're talking about role-playing games. It was kinda cool to reminiscent. I hurt myself today to see if I could feel. Also, it wasn't enough or her edgy, so she got a naughty word, and her only person who she thought she may love betrayed her, so she doesn't believe in love. Oh man. And doesn't trust anyone. Very thief-like, very thief-like. So her path is about knowing who she is and learning that not everyone is an asshole. Oh, well. That's a cool story arc to play. Might be challenging to roleplay if the other players at the table are not, you know, into the mushy stuff. But yeah, cool character concept. I like it. Yeah, when you were out, You survived till morning, but you figured out that clearly you were about to be attacked. If not for your extra alertness, you wouldn't scare off the attackers. And yeah, you confirmed that it's that you saw tracks made by lizardmen. Yeah, so I guess well done. Okay, so back to the map, I guess. Back to the map, I said. Okay, I have to take the real map. Because this is the version that you see. I have a separate one with all the secrets. It is hard to roleplay, but I love how she is actually not knowing she has magic. She has 2 natural spells, sleep and dream. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's an orphan, so nobody told her how to use her powers, I guess. Well, we have only 3 players. If you would like, you could join us, but you would have to, like, be with us and play with us. Oh yeah, Psycho, note on your sheet we have 1 point of exhaustion, by the way. Yeah, that is true. You do have. If I were your GM, Forest Fairy Fox, I would probably wait until you sing a lullaby or tell a story that's a bit boring. And then you would cast sleep by accident for the first time. Oh, well. Maybe next time. Anyway, feel invited. I think you could have fun with us if you wanted. Okay. I hate having to ruin your fun with my time and the time difference. I mean, you don't want this to keep happening. I could leave DnD if you need. You're fine, Psycho. It's not easy to gather people to play, you know. It's hard to gather people to play, and we have the extra hurdle of being, you know, on different continents, so I think we're doing fine. Okay, back to game. How much time do we have? How long can we keep on playing? Okay, I'm pushing this along, okay? An hour? Okay, fuck it. You travel from here to here, and then yeah, and at this point something happens. Hold on, I have to... Okay, I'm here, and I need my dice. Okay, it's here. Beeply boo. What else? A third monitor. That's what I need, a third monitor. It's just that I can't have a third monitor, because that's impossible, yo. So I guess the stat blocks can be here, okay. Okay, so you guys move along, and suddenly okay, so you guys started moving along, right? You're still heading north along a track. And then, suddenly, you got kind of, you know, relaxed, bored even, and then suddenly, the wheel of your wagon falls off in a spectacular fashion. You slam into a hole with one wheel, and it spins out of control and runs away to the forest. You can only helplessly see it bounce off the road and into the nearby river. Luckily, it didn't fall into the water, but it hit the bank and sunk in the mud. So you got forced to get off the wagon, right? You get off the wagon, and that's when you see it. You follow with your sight the runaway wheel, and it rolls in just such a manner that you can see the hidden enemy nearby. Roll initiative. You're all gonna die. Okay. So we have a +1 and a +1. Okay. Roll the dice. Okay, Psycho. 5. Well, you scared them off. What do you want me to tell you? They attacked during the day. They made an ambush. You can tell that the fact that the wheel went off from your wagon, intentional. It was a trap, and you fell for it. Okay. So Psycho has a 5. Trash has 3. Resilience. Resilience +5, huh? So 18. Okay. And then the Lizardmen. And they rolled an 18. Okay, but it's their ambush, so I'm gonna let them go first. Okay. By the way, I made you guys tokens. You can move your respectable pawns. Yes, that's right. You can keep initiative if you want. So the enemy goes first, right? So... okay. Test it out, but please don't move outside of your turn, okay? I don't want any chaos. I mean, I want chaos, but I want fair chaos. Okay, how much they can move? 30 feet. That means... 6. Okay. Select. I'm in the tokens layer, and 1, 2, 3, 4. and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Why is the screen so stretched? Hold on. This and transform and stretch to screen. Oh, it already is. Doesn't look that great. Ah, but it's the resolution of the image I used. Oh well. We're gonna play on like this. Cozy chaos! Yep, what? Okay. So, Psycho, your barbarian sees a tribe of creatures that you know well. Those are lizard men. They packed with, they are even more primitive barbarians than you. They made pact with giants and served them very loyally, almost as if they were gods. They're probably doing their bidding right now. And speaking of doing someone's bidding, they're gonna do my bidding and attack one of you. Let's say the fighter first. Okay, they have a +4 attack. Does 12 reach you? AC 19. Okay, so that's so one of the lizard men just kind of was wading in the water. When they saw that you stopped and got off the wagon, they just approached you really quickly and swung with their primitive weapons. You can see they have clubs and axes made of sea creatures and shells. The other one is gonna attack your employer. 17. I think that's a hit, don't you think? Yeah, that's a hit. And if it's a hit, you get damage. 6 damage. Okay, so Matthew, you weren't as fleet-footed as your bodyguard. You didn't dodge that big axe made of a big, huge clamshell. It's stuck in your shoulder right now. You can see from up close the disfigured barbarian that attacked you. It stinks, it's dirty, and full of seaweed. It has hate in its eyes. Its cold, cold eyes. To be fair, if you're wearing a shield, you should say ahead of time. But okay, we're playing text-based adventure, so it's kind of hard to enunciate that ahead of time. Well, those are the... Now it's your turn, resilience. What do you do? Matthew got stabbed with an axe to the shoulder. Resilience, your turn. What do you do? Come on, come on. People are waiting. We have a time limit, though. Do you actually yell that insanity in game? Cause That was so insane. I think you're... Okay. 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 You yell, and I quote, "Don't attack Matthew, impregnate him please. It's his right as a femboy. In midst combat. You absolute madman." You absolute sicko. I am the body of Sans. Yes, you are. Yes, you embody him perfectly. Okay, I see you moved. Oh, resilience. Watch it. Remember, if you move outside of somebody's sphere of influence of one field around, he gets an attack of opportunity. Do you do it anyway? Because if so, lizardmen will attack you. 2 lizardmen will attack you. I don't think you will survive. Here's what you can do. You can disengage. You can declare defensive stance. You can attack. You can cast a spell. There's many options. Yeah, join our Discord. We have fun there. Forest Fairy Fox, come on. Come on, Slavic Fox, bro, join my Discord. I'm still doing what said early. Just not moving. But what did you say? Oh, okay. You're casting a spell, huh? Okay, so what do you want to do? Are you casting a spell? Please describe to me, because I'm lost. What do you do in your turn, Rezi? Hello? Silvery barbs, okay, it's the way the spell works. Okay, I'm gonna check how that worked, because I don't remember. I should remember, because one of my players cast that spell like all the time. But silvery barbs. Okay, one action, blah blah blah. You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentarily uncertainty into encouraging. Oh, okay, so... One reaction... Is it a concentration spell? Components, duration, instantaneous? No. No, it's not concentrating. Okay. Okay, so how does it look like when you cast spells? Could you describe that to us? Because, you know, that's a miraculous event. It should be described. Go ahead, go ahead. By the way, your donkey. Well, you know, we play as animals, so our animals are freakish creatures. You know, they took the place of animals, since animals took the place of people. It's not the Shrek donkey. Yeah. I play my violin, and the beautiful sound echoes around me. Something begins to happen. Okay, yeah. You cast the spell. It works. Hungry fella. Okay. So you cast a spell and you stay where you are? Is that your turn? No, no. Goblins still are around, you know, just the monsters are around. People aren't. No elves, no dwarves. Although, to be honest, we haven't got to figuring it out yet. That yet. The spell does consume the turn unless... hold on. I can read that. Well, honestly, you should have casted that spell during the enemy's turn if we're playing, you know, by the letter. Because a reaction is an action you take during someone else's turn. And you have casting time written one reaction. Okay, so I'm gonna just work around that. Let's say it's gonna work in the future. So which lizardman do you choose, left or right? And who's gonna be the beneficient of the spell? Which black or white wolf? Just tell me that, and I'm gonna move the you know, next guy. Psycho, it's your turn. The one on the right, okay. I'll try to remember. Psycho, your turn. What does your barbarian do? Okay. Do you rage? Does rage give you advantage on attacks? I don't remember. Do you know? I think it gives you extra damage. Yeah, +2 damage, but what else? I think, does it give you advantage? I don't really remember. Okay, quick Google. Rage Barbarian. You have advantage on strafe checks and strafe saving throws. When you make a melee attack weapon using strafe, you gain +2 bonus to the damage roll. I'm just gonna send this to you. So just bonus damage. You don't have advantage on attacks, only on strength checks. That makes sense. I am angry. I'm going to kill all enemies and turn your bones into my chair. The classical thing to say would be, I will make a goblet out of your skull. Okay, let's see your attack. Okay, that's a 9. 9, 10, 11 from proficiency. And then a lot from strength and also rage. So that's a hit. So if you hit, we have to see how much damage you did. And that's my favorite dice of all, a D12. Looks like a 6. How much damage did you did? He can get that buff, I guess. Okay, let's give him... Okay, fine. To be fair, we're gonna give him advantage to that roll. Maybe he will roll, you know, a 20. But he rolled less, so... Everything stays as it was. Sorry. 9 damage, okay. I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna see if he survived that. He did. Okay. Okay, so you stab it with your axe. The hit is very heavy and impressive. The lizard man, though, stands. I have to inform you that you smacked it so hard, you reached 50% of its HP. It physically looks, you know, distraught and hurt. But it's still fine. Okay, you can move your character too, if you want. You can move 6 paces. If not, I'm moving the turn to Trashy. You feel a little hurt? Well, you're gonna feel pain, all the pain. I don't wanna move. Okay. Trashy, your turn. Sir Matthew, no! And I'll attack the closest enemy with the flail. +6 to attack and stab if hits, giving disadvantage to attack until my next turn. Okay. 1d8 +4 damage. Please roll 2s and use the higher because of the savage attacker feat. No bonus action available or movement needed. Okay. So with advantage. Clear. Double 20. Roll. Let's see. A 1 and a 3. I'm afraid that luck is not on your side. You attack the lizard man. You attack the lizard man, yet he is quick on his feet, and when you strike, he's already not there. I think the guy on the left is the better fighter amongst the two, because he kinda charged in, hurt the bard, then dodged attacks from the fighter. He's like kinda cool. Okay, Trashy, if you're not moving, then that's your turn, I guess. So it's them again. So okay, first one attacks the fighter because you attacked him. That only makes sense. 17 to hit. $19, huh? That's kinda high. What kind of armor do you wear? Nah, okay, I'm gonna just assume you're playing fair. Heavy chainmail, what the hell is that? There's a chain shirt and another chain thing. Nah, something's not right. There's no such thing as a heavy chainmail. There's only a chainmail, not a heavy chainmail. But brother, a chainmail gives you AC 16. With a shield, you would have 18. And defense background granting +1 for defense trait. Okay, I guess that checks out, but you know. Okay. So the first one doesn't hit. The second one's gonna attack the barbarian, cause why not? And I think that's a hit. What's your AC, Psycho? I think he hit. I'm gonna roll damage cause I know the game well enough to know that hits. You're on level 1, goddammit. That's going to be... +2, so 5 damage. But you're raging, so you're only getting half of that, so 2 damage in total. You. The lizardman hits you for 5 damage, but you're raging, so you're getting only half that, because you don't feel any pain, because you're berserking right now. How cool is that? Okay, that's them. Resilience, you're up. Spell. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I have to add the disadvantage die to that attack the enemy did. Okay, to be fair. So doesn't no, it changes everything. Psycho, you don't get that damage. He didn't hit you. I forgot about the spell that Resilience cast. Okay, now it's your turn, Resilience. What do you do? Sorry, there was confusion and I have to, you know, operate a lot of stuff. I just forgot about your spell. You know. Okay, it's your turn anyway. What do you do, bro? What does the otter demand. He already got buffed. He got an advantage on his previous attack roll. So everything is in accordance to the spell. You can move on. It gives disadvantage to one enemy and advantage to one friend. I already gave both. In the future, remember that Silvery Barbs is cast on somebody else's turn as a reaction. As in, oh no, the barbarian is about to get stabbed. Silvery Barbs. You know, that kind of thing. Okay, but what do you do? We're waiting. Yeah, you kinda are. Although, to be honest, DnD 5e characters, they are all badasses. You're playing superheroes. Really. Like, you might not feel powerful now, but if you would play 2nd edition, you would shit your pants. 3 goblins with bows, you're fucked. Not I, lol, I missed, and maybe again. I cast Vicious Mockery on one of the right. Okay, Vicious Mockery. I don't remember what that did. Okay, Vicious Mockery. You unleash a string of insult laced with subtle enchantments as a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw on take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of this turn. Okay, sure. What's the difficulty for my lizard man? It's a cantrip, huh? Okay, so what's the DC, what's the difficulty I have to roll over? Because that's a wisdom saving throw. And they have... they don't have anything. No, they don't have anything. So he has a pure wisdom. Yeah, so with a +0... okay, so he did not succeed. That means he has to get that damage. Okay, clear. 1d4. Throw. Set throw. One. Well, the spell itself says it does 1d8 psychic damage. On your character sheet, you should have an you should have 2 stats. One should be your magical attack, and the other should be the difficulty of your spells. You should have 2 stats. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna count it for you, because I I can tell you're lost. 8. You have +3 charisma, so that's like a 11, I think. Yeah, I guess it's 11. Anyway, he didn't pass the test, so your spell works. He gets 1 psychic damage. See, on the 3rd page you have this table and it says spell save DC. That's what I was rolling against. The middle column on the 3rd page, spell save DC. That was what I was asking. And in the spellcasting ability part you should write +3 instead of 16, but that's okay. You can correct that later. Your spell worked. Do you do anything else? Casting a spell is an action. Okay, Psycho, it's your turn. Go Psycho. Deploy Psycho. I would like to use Great Axe. Okay. Closest enemy. Sure. Nice and simple. Let's see if you hit. Ooh, 19. That's a hit. That's a hit. Clear. D12. Roll. Well, it's only a 2. But it's 5 in general. 6 damage in total. Okay. Ah, wait. More damage. Yeah, that's 8 damage in total because you're in rage. You have +2 to damage. You have to remember that, dude. That's your ability. That's your responsibility. Okay, cool. Do you want to move or do we keep moving? Well, I'm keeping track of the enemies, so 50%. He just reached 50% with that hit. So he is, how do we put it, damaged. Well, every time you fight something, I have to tell you if it's 50% done or 75% done. Because it shows on the, you know, how they behave. Oh, okay. Anyway, Trashy, your turn. Hold on. We might... were you attacking this guy? Did all that damage reach one guy? Or did you hit this and then this? Just one guy. That changes everything. Because that gives us 17 damage. Well, it's barely holding on. It's barely holding on. 75% reached. The guy on the right is ready to die. Mom, pick me up. Okay. I'll move still in attack range towards Matthew a bit more. If able, not provoking attack. You can move around a character. I'll show you. You can... Let's say I'm moving this lizard. If I move around you like this, I'm safe. But if I move like this and then like that, then the otter gets a hit. Because I moved out of his sphere of influence. Okay, but he's here, so he's fine. No, he was here, so he's fine now. Ooh, hot stuff happening in the chat, but I'm still waiting for that turn. Okay, flail +6, roll 1d8 for... Okay, cool. If you don't mind, I'm gonna roll both attack and damage in one roll. Okay, so that's a 9. They have armor class 12, so I think you've hit him. Since you've hit him, you do how much damage? +4, so 6 in total. Okay, and the guy on the right. Yeah, +3. It was +3. No, +4. So 6. Okay. Nothing to add. But it was a good hit. He got popcorn. Okay. Okay, since you're done, that means the monsters attack. Sure, you can move like that. It's fine. If we wanna get nerdy about it, each second move on the diagonal should count as 2 moves. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you know, just so you know, math is weird. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna compose a roll for all enemies at once. 2020, 8. One's gonna attack resilience and the other the barbarian. Critical. And 19. Yay. Ay. Okay, so let's say well, I can't choose, so we're gonna roll a percentage die. Resilience. If I throw beneath 50%, you get the critical. If I roll above 50%, the barbarian gets the critical. So the barbarian, you're lucky. And the barbarian gets 4, 5... 7 damage in total, so 3 damage because he's raging. But you... Oh, how fun, you get damage still. Clear this roll, okay. And you get 3 damage. So both of you get 3 damage. They both succeed their rolls, but they weren't as deadly as they seem. Oh no, comfort didn't help. Both of you take 3. Well, that's that. Resilience, your turn. You're close to finishing the combat, I would say. If you gotta go soon, then we're just gonna finish without you, okay? Because I don't wanna... We can't finish the game in midst combat. That's just not how you do things. 20 minutes should be enough. Okay, so you're attacking it with a rapier and you miss. That's your turn. Psycho. While you're still with us, do your turn. +4 dex, that's still 8. No, you don't reach 12 armor class, so... Yeah, they have AC 12, so... Okay. He raging. Hit. D12 roll. And that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so you did 11 damage. Okay, so it was a very clean kill. Very clean. He had 19 HP and you reached exactly 19. Would you like to describe how you kill him? Okay, you take a huge swing with your big muscly body and axe. Your heavy weapon reaches the neck of the foul beast before you, and then it is split in twine. Its head flies away and hits the riverbank. Okay, you know what? The head just impales itself on one of your spikes. It just flies off his shoulders and onto one of your spikes. It's very macabre. I guess that's your turn. Okay, this guy dead. Okay, that was Psycho, so that was Trashy. Shove Matthew to the right, out of harm's way, into Flambe, and I think I'll invoke... Attack of opportunity, does it? Okay, that technically, by rules as written, you guys are allowed to say 5 words per turn for free. And if you want to say more, you have to spend an action. Shoving someone away would be an action, I would say. Because there are feats in the game that you can have to push people around into safety. So I would say you can push Matthew out of the way if you spend your entire turn guarding him like that. Unless you would like to provoke your enemy, then you can make an intimidation check as your action. Okay, shove away... oh wait, I have to shove him. Okay, you shoved him away. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And now it's them. You're the closest, so... Like a kid on a bike. Okay, so the monsters are gaining. Hiya. That's a hit. It's 19 just on the die, so yeah. Boo, just 3 damage. I mean, oh, how lucky, you got just 3 damage. Resilience, your turn. Okay, bye, Psycho. We'll finish the combat and we'll end for today. Because I only play with all the people present. Scratch? It's a scratch, okay. It would be fun if you guys would put in the health bars for your game pieces. It would be fun. It looks good on screen, very video gamey, you know. Anyway, resilience, your turn. Oh, I know. You were asking because you wanted to heal someone. You have healing word, isn't that right? Yeah. I think you have an offensive spell in there. Like a thunderclap or something like that. Well, you have to stand in a good place to cast it, you know? Well, look, 10 feet AoE, area of effect. 10 feet, that's 2 squares. That means if you stand here and cast it, your friends are fine. Just saying. And you know, this guy's dead. So you don't have to worry about him. He has the skull. Well, how many feet can you move? We play on 5 feet squares. So each move takes 5 feet. Oh my god, I have to tell you, don't I? Yeah, I think I have to. 30 feet. 6 moves then. 6 squares. So yeah, you totally can, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Okay, so move your guy and tell me how your spell works. You gotta know. Well, approaching someone is fine. Moving out of the sphere of influence is dangerous. Moving out, you know, this simulates that your opponent doesn't wanna let you leave without a scratch. Okay, so I think I have to roll dexterity saving throw. Do I remember correctly? Constitution, okay. He did not pass the Constitution saving throw. That means he has to take 1d6 thunder damage. So 3. %. That took out something from him. A flash of actually it's not electricity. Thunder is more like sound damage. Because there's thunder and electricity damage or something like that. They sound the same, but they're different. So you make a thunderous boom that hurts his eardrums. You can see blood dripping from his ear holes. Okay. Now it's gonna be Psycho. So Psycho's gonna... He's enraged, so he's just gonna approach and attack. And he misses next turn. Trashy. It's your turn. All right. Attack. You rolled a 1. That means you miss. And since you miss, that means it's them now. And since you rolled a 1, I'm gonna make this more dramatic. And I'm gonna give him advantage because you just had bad luck. Okay, that's a hit. I'm gonna describe what happens after I roll. Okay. Okay, so... how much damage do I do? +2. Okay, so 4 damage. 4 damage in total. You swung at the final lizardman, but you slipped in the mud. And seeing an opportunity, he strike. And that's where the 3 damage came from. You got hit in the head by a sharpened primitive tool. That's them. Resilience, your turn. Attack with a rapier, okay. Sorry, that's a miss. You both attack the lizard man, but he just deflects your attacks one after the other. You guys slip in the mud. He lives in the mud. Okay, Trashy, your turn. No, sorry, it's Psycho. Have you seen that 20 almost happening? He hits. He hits. A D12. Clear. D12. Throw. Okay, 6, 7, 8. How much life did he... how much strength did he have? Oh. Actually, he kills him. The barbarian finally... you try to hit him. Left, right, left, right. The barbarian just kind of charges in and plunges his gigantic axe into the creature's chest like he was doing lumber. He topples down. You guys won the fight. Congratulations. Yay! They're alive. Okay, guys, so I think that's that for today, because that fight took a long time. Don't be too hard on yourself, like, you're on level 1. You know what I mean? Level 1 is not that powerful. And to be honest, you are just unlucky. There's, you know, there's just fights that go that way, you know? Don't feel too bad. You're gonna get it... You're gonna get better next time. Yeah, you're gonna do better next time. It's fine. Well, okay, guys. Thanks for all the love and all the fun. But I guess we're gonna end for today, huh? Did you guys have fun? I hope you did. Pause for now. Yeah, sounds solid. Yay! Okay. This is different than normal, than how I normally play, because I can't hear your voices. We could try convincing Psycho to play with voice on. Could be cool. But this is okay. I'm gonna be honest, the stream was rather complicated for me, but if everyone had fun, I'm happy. Complicated? Well, I guess I'm teaching you how to play. Yeah, I guess. Okay, guys, I'm ending stream. It is slightly good for having your thoughts together. This is a channel. Okay. And nobody is screaming through each other. That is true. That is true. There's some decorum, I guess. Okay, guys. Well, you were fantastic heroes and players. I enjoyed playing with you. And I am looking forward to the next session next week. Lots of distractions from my side here, and my head is a little mushy right now. See you in DC? Oh, Discord. Thanks, guys. Thanks. You're kind. Thank you. Okay, good night, guys. Bye-bye. Wah, wah, wah. Can I get a head pat as goodbye? Just one. Ah. I got two. Okay, goodbye, guys.